Welcome to the James Whalen Building. This is a marvelous example of terracotta architecture. This building was built by James Whalen, a major influential person in economic development, a great entrepreneur in the lumber business and the shipbuilding business. It was a first skyscraper then in what was called the Western Canada. It almost celebrated a centennial until last week. We were struck by lightning, and one of the critical elements of the building, one of the lanterns on the top of the building, was unfortunately destroyed by an aberrant lightning strike. But for the most part, the building is 99.9% fully intact. And what we have here is a glorious opportunity to develop an exciting building with college students and university students who are graduating from Confederation College and Lakehead University, to fill this building with exciting jobs in ICT, information communications and technology, and mining, and companies that serve global marketplaces. You're on the second floor now of the James Whalen Center, and this wall just depicts some of the rich cultural heritage of a different era. We have 600 of these images that we've been able to find. This is the lobby of the James Whalen Building, and this is the benefactor up here. So this is James Whalen, and James Whalen was a lumber baron. He was very involved in the shipbuilding industry, and this was his dream, to build this building. He built this building almost 100 years ago for close to $800,000. So it's really a marvelous piece of history, of economic history. And it tells so much about the evolution and development of the city. I want to show you something really intriguing and interesting over here. It's a little bit of folklore. And right here in this spot, there's a gentleman who stood and sold vending. He was a vendor and sold trinkets and so on, and gum, and to people who would come here. And he was a disabled person, and he had a propensity for just shifting his feet. And over a period of time, what he's done is he's left his mark forever in history, and is worn down the granite. As we go outside, the building is currently undergoing a massive renovation, or should say restoration. So about $1 million is being spent on this side of the building, facing Lake Superior. And it's work that's being done to put the building back into its original state. And here you see pictures of some of the early settlers and the cultural groups that came to Thunder Bay. And these images circle the building. So it's a really interesting another piece of history. And as you look up on the building, on the cornices of the building, you can see more and more of the stunning architectural features that the architects Valence and Jones, who were originally from Montreal, depicted on the building. This is the plaque that was set up to commemorate and recognize the contribution to then what was the city of Port Arthur by James Whalen, who died in 1929, right after during the Depression. As you look at the unique location of the Whalen Building, overlooking the waterfront, the Prince Arthur Hotel, and very close vicinity to Lakehead University, you can see what the fabulous opportunities are in terms of connecting a number of very important urban landscape and locational opportunities.